Hi, everyone. Coach Heather here. And I wanted to talk a little bit about authority. I find myself teaching more and more these days about something I'm referring to as humble authority, because I think that the best leaders operate with a humble authority. They have confidence in what they know, they have security in themselves, and yet they operate with a team and they see their team as valuable thinking partners. The other thing about humble authority, it is the opposite of the old way of top-down authority and control. And what I can tell you from over a decade working with entrepreneurial business leaders and their teams is that the old way of top-down authority and control does not work for long-term business success. The reason why is the rate of change of business is so fast these days that you need empowered thinkers throughout your organization. This is why humble authority is so important, because when leaders operate with a mindfulness, a self-awareness, and a humble relationship to their authority, they're able to tap into their team as a resource. What do I mean by that? And the best leaders don't have to be the smartest person in the room at all times. In fact, they are aware of their strengths and their weaknesses. And when they need information about something that is not their strongest area, they know how to seek out the people that have the expertise in those areas and to listen to them. So even if somebody has the authority of their role to make the final decision on something, the best leaders, instead of just dictating a decision, they actually work to educate themselves on multiple perspectives and gather all information so that they can make an informed decision that serves the business today and in the future. Some other things about humble authority. The invitation here is to lead with humility, confidence again in who you are and what you know, but humble and connected to your own humanity. What do I mean by that? I mean that you're flawed, you're human, you're not perfect, you don't know it all. The best leaders know that and accept that about themselves. And that acceptance of that about themselves actually makes them strong leaders, right? And these leaders are open to feedback. Why? Because they're aware, again, of their strengths and weaknesses. They are aware that being in leadership is a continual evolution of learning and growing. There's always more to learn. Feedback becomes something that they seek out because they do know that it makes them a better leader. Okay, so what else do I want you to know about humble authority? Humble authority, because we're connected to our own humanity, also helps us create safety for those that work with us. Because when we're connected to our own humanity and we don't have to be perfect in everything we do, well, then neither does our team. And this allows them the ability to take risks and make mistakes and not have to be perfect, but bring their very best to what they're doing and working with you. See, that's what happens when people are able and safe to step up and take risks, is that they bring the innovative ideas, they bring the new things forward, they bring their creative ideas that just dropped in, and they share those with you because they have the safety to do so. So the other thing about humble authority, and why I say it's the opposite of the old way of top-down authority and control, is it's not ego-driven. Maybe you've already picked that up already, but this is a key difference. Top-down authority and control is ego-driven and personality-driven. It's about the personality. It's about one person being the best, the brightest, and the smartest. And that is just not what we need in the world today. The world needs us all better connected to one another, caring for one another, supporting one another, learning about one another's unique vantage points on life, right? So this ego-driven way is the old way. And this humble authority way is the new way, the now way, the way that I see and when I work with leaders and their teams, that we need that greater connection, care, and compassion. We need you empowered to share your thinking and creativity and to add your thinking to other people's thinking, because what happens then when we don't have one person driving it all is that the collective can actually come up with something better than any one individual could. And that is how we solve complex problems. And let's face it, all the situations we're facing in business and life today are complex. If they were simple, they'd be solved already. That's why I'm feeling so passionate about humble authority being what we need now. And I'd love to hear what you think.